Welcome back, all you happy fish hookers, and we're going to be drinking with Captain Matt Weber. I'm going to teach you how to make some of my favorite drinks. This is going to be awesome. Thanks a lot. Please subscribe and hit that like button. So here we go. We're going to need some cups, some tomato juice. I got cran raspberry juice, a muddling stick. I've got some clamato. We got celery salt there, muddled mint, Worcestershire sauce. I got Don Q's Limon. There's a Natty Light. I've got run-of-the-mill vodka. You'll see there's a Shiner Bock. I also have me some Calypso spiced rum. I got a cocktail shaker, a mint tree leaf there, and some raspberry. So we're gonna use all of these ingredients to make some of my favorite drinks. I hope you enjoy. And if you have any questions, go ahead and throw them in the comments section. I'll do my best to answer them. But at the end of the day, man, I'm going to show you some of my most favorite drinks for enjoying some South Florida heat. Thanks a lot, and let's go. So one of the things I'm going to do is show you how I make a lot of my drinks that I like to enjoy. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with a 24-ounce Tervis cup. The 24-ounce Tervis cup, you're gonna see when I reference this. This is going to be the first dividing line that I'm talking about. When we fill anything up, this is the first dividing line. Anytime I mention that, that's the line I'm referring to. The cup has two segments, the bottom half and the top half, and I use this line as a marker for all of my measurements and such. So one of the other things is I like to use me a Captain Matt Weber mug. If you don't have one, get you one. Hit me up, I'll see what I can do. But this is a fine vessel for drinking on a sunny, hot South Florida day. All right, the first drink on the menu today is going to be tomato beer. Tomato beer is something I like to drink if I have to wake up in the morning. You know, I want to have a couple drinks, but I don't want to have a whole lot of impact from alcohol and what have you. For me, tomato beer is really enjoyable, especially when it's hot outside and you have to work the next day or what have you. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 24-ounce Tervis cup, my Captain Matt Weber here. I don't need to see anything below that because this is very simple. I'm going to take my Natty Light, I'm going to crack the top. I'm going to fill up, just pour the whole can in. So 1 can of Natty Light. Let the suds fizz down there. And then I take my tomato juice. This is just straight tomato juice. 100% juice. I get this from Publix. It's a nice little supermarket there down the road. They're quite popular in South Florida. One of the things I'm going to do is shake this up first. I want to make sure I get a good mixture going here. There we go. And I'm going to pour this in until it gets just about to the top. Right about there. So that is a tomato beer, and they are absolutely delicious. Enjoy. The next drink on the list is going to be the Hippie Mojito. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our 24-ounce Tervis cup and we're going to fill it with ice like this. Voila! Just like that. So we've got it filled up with ice. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Don Q Limon. This is a rum. It's real nice. It's very clean. It's tasty, not very high octane either. And I'm going to fill it up to the first divider line on my Tervis cup, right there. That's perfect. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little mint leaf here, and I'm going to take some raspberries, and I'm going to put them on my cutting board, and I'm going to muddle them up a little bit, just kind of get them a little muddle mushy using my muddling stick. That's what this dude is here. And I'm going to take these mint leaves and mash them up with my little muddling stick. This is designed to get the juices kind of going in your mint and infuse it into the into the mixture. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put the raspberry in there. This one's a little messy. I'm going to take my cocktail mixer, just like this. Notice I have the lid on. You want to keep the lid on. So I'm going to take my diet cran raspberry. I like to try to do sugar-free as much as possible, and I'm going to fill this up about to right here. We're going to mix out back. So I take the lid off. I'm going to take this drink and I'm going to pour it all into the cocktail mixer. Put the lid back on. See how it's kind of chilled. You want to make sure this is on there tight. Hold your finger on top. Hold this down on top, and you're going to shake it a couple times. Doesn't have to be much, just a couple times. I'm going to crack the top back off like that. Pour it all back into the glass. Just like that. It's pretty, it's clean, it's elegant, and it's delicious. Got a little bit of raspberry in there, got a little bit of mint leaf up top. Absolutely wonderful. So down the hatch. Delicious. All right, the next drink up on the list is going to be one of my personal favorites, spiced rum and coke. So first things first, we need to fill our cup up full of ice, just like this. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So one of the very first things I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and slice a little bit of lime real quick, just in case. You don't have to use lime in this, but if you wanted to make it like a little Cuba Libre, it's nice to have a little lime. You can cut them either lengthwise or this way. You cut your lime however you want to cut your lime. I'm not going to tell you how to do that. So have you a little piece of lime. So I'm going to take me a little piece of lime. I'm going to squeeze the juice in there just a little bit. Throw that in there. So first things first, I'm going to take a little bit of my spiced rum. This is a Calypso. It's any brand will do. I don't use high grade rum for this, but spiced rum. Spiced rum is what's preferable. And again, I'm going to fill this up with rum right up to this first dividing line in my Tervis cup. This is the big one, the 24 ounce. So right about there. It's not precise science, but in order to keep it a decent mixture, that's a good point of reference. So here I've got my Diet Coke, caffeine-free, sugar-free, because I like to try to enjoy a little bit of social distancing from too much sugar and too much caffeine. We're going to fill that up right up to the top, just like that. Now, it doesn't hurt to mix it a little bit. I'm just going to use the little knife from my line cutting, just like that. And this is delicious. So the next drink on the list is going to be my morning favorite, the Bloody Mary. Now, one of the things that I want to emphasize is never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, operate a vessel under the influence. I like having me a nice little beverage, drinking at the house here, if I'm fishing in the backyard, cooking, or what have you, but I never, ever, ever operate a vessel under the influence. That's just a bad idea all around. If you've got people drinking on your boat, resist the temptation. You're in command of your vessel, you're in charge, you're responsible for everything that happens. So the last thing you want to be is impaired, so that you can make good sound judgments and have a great time on the water. So let's go ahead and get into making this here Bloody Mary. The first thing I need to do is add ice all the way up to the top. You ready? Just like that, ice. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of celery salt. I'm going to dash in approximately 5 or 6 little dashes. So celery salt, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I did 10 dashes. I like celery salt. Next thing I'm going to do is take the Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to take it and I'm going to add in about 5 or 6 little splashes. Don't lose your lid there, buddy. Just like that. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that looks good. Just about 5 or 6 little dashes there will do the job. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my vodka, and any old vodka will do. This is just ABC brand vodka. I'm not really looking to go all high shelf or anything like that. This is going to get the job done. And I'm going to fill it up to the first dividing line. Magog, who taught me how to make this, always says a couple of glugs, but that first dividing line is an excellent reference point. So to there, the last item is going to be Clamato juice. I like Clamato because it has a little bit of a different flavor. You know, you use whatever you want, but this is my specific recipe for this Bloody Mary. I'm going to go ahead and shake this up to make sure it has good distribution of all the stuff. Give her a little shake, and then I'm going to fill her all the way up. Just like that. Now this drink isn't quite finished yet. We still need to go ahead and shake it all up. So I'm going to take my cocktail shaker. I want to make sure the lid is on there tight. That's good. Crack that apart, and I'm going to pour this drink in the cocktail shaker. You notice how there's plenty of space left in here to make sure you get your shaking in. Lid that tight, hold that on there, give her a shake or two. Just like that. We're going to crack it. Just like that. Add it back into my service cup. Perfect. And there you have Captain Matt Weber's awesome Bloody Mary. Dang, that's good. All right, and now for the grand finale. Whenever I'm sitting back, want to cook a steak, which I'm going to do here in just a little bit, one of the easiest beverages that I enjoy drinking is just a straight up beer. One of my favorites, all-time personal favorites out of Shiner, Texas, is Shiner Bock. Me and the boys, we used to call this Battle in a Ram, but I'm going to show you how we get down with this. First things first, you got to buy you some Shiner Bock. You pull that Shiner out of the sixer, and you're going to go ahead and crack the top off. Now, this here is a $36,000 bottle opener. I want you to pay real close attention. You ready? Just like that. Place that bad boy in a koozie of your choice. This one happens to be from Corey and Cambry's wedding when they got married. Pretty cool. So here you got your Shiner Bock. On a hot day, man, there's hardly anything better. These things are so delicious.